Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Mrs. Del Valle and I'm the 5th and 6th grade combo teacher at Pacific Avenue this year. I'm looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you. I know I have a lot of my 4th graders returning to me this year, so they'll be my 5th graders now, and I'm excited to meet my new 6th graders. So let's go ahead and jump right to it and get started with our virtual back to school night. Alrighty, parents. So here is my Power School Learning page. I will refer to this as our PSL page. And this is going to be the main and only learning platform that I'm going to be using in my class. This website I will link right here on Class Dojo under the virtual back to school video that you are currently watching. So if you want to get to the Power School Learning page, you're gonna go ahead and click on this link right here. It's right above the questionnaire and contract that I'm gonna have you guys fill out. So if you don't want to use the link on Class Dojo and you want to know how to get to this page in general, you can go to harupausd.org and go to resources. Just click on it. And right here is the Power School icon link. If you click on that, it's going to take you directly to this page right here. So this is what you're going to see when you click on that icon. And you want to choose the jusd.k12.ca.us domain to log in with your student account and click sign in. And then it's going to take you to this page, not this page. This is my teacher page. So it'll take you here. Alrighty, so when you first get onto my PSL page, this is what you and students are going to see immediately. So here is my teacher information. This is my email, my phone number. My office hours are going to be Monday to Wednesday from 2:15 to 2:45. And on Thursdays to Fridays, it's going to be in the morning from 8:20 to 8:50. I spread out my office hours for those parents that may not be able to contact me, whether it be in the afternoon that they're working or the morning. You have 2 different time blocks. If both of these times don't work for you, you can always send me a message on Dojo to schedule a phone visit outside of my office hours, and I will be more than happy to accommodate you. So I just updated how to schedule video appointments with me. So now if you want to schedule a video conference with me, they need to be scheduled by phone, or you can message me on Class Dojo. And where you're going to meet me for that video conference is going to be this icon right here. You'll click on this link and it'll take you to the Google Meets page. Okay, so in order to access this page, you have to be logged in on your student's Power School Learning account, which you would have to be either way, because in order to access this page, you have to be logged onto your student's account. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our class schedule. So here is my class schedule for both grade levels. I did a progression of how the day is going to play out side by side for each grade level. And I know that this is a small slide, so you can click right here for full screen. Or if you don't want a full screen and you just want the individual days, you can click on the link for Mondays and Tuesdays schedule, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's schedule. Okay. So parents, there's a reason that there's 2 schedules. If I could have eliminated this and make things easier, I would have, but unfortunately, being that we're a combo class, my math blocks change midway through the week due to my 6th graders having a math independent work followed by a lesson. I didn't want them to always have that. I wanted to offer them at some point a math lesson followed by independent work. So half the week, my 5th graders will have a math lesson with independent work following, and then the other half of the week, they'll have independent followed by a lesson, if that makes sense. I hope I explained that well. I know it's confusing. So let's go ahead and go over our schedule, okay? Okay, so let's look at Monday and Tuesday. Fifth grade parents, I only want you looking at this column. Sixth grade parents, I only want you looking at this column. It could be really confusing and I don't want to overwhelm you, okay? Righty, so I will be following this schedule exactly as is for Mondays and Tuesdays. Alrighty, so let's just look at this key really quick. Every time you see a green highlighted area, it means that your child will be working live with the teacher, myself. The yellow highlighted area blocks, those are when your child is working on an independent assignment. And the purple highlighted areas are their 2 breaks. This is a 15-minute, this is an hour lunch, okay? That being said, every single morning at 9 o'clock, both 5th and 6th graders will check in with me for our morning meeting because that's when I will be taking daily attendance. Oh, I'm sorry. That's when I will be taking daily attendance. I will also be going over during this time their daily agenda, meaning the agenda breaks down the assignments that they're going to be doing throughout the day. And I will show you that in just one moment. So 5th grade, at 9:15, they will log off of our Google Meet and they will begin working on the writing assignment for the day. It's an independent assignment. Then at 9:45, they will log back onto our Google Meet for their ELA lesson with me. Then at 10:15, they will have a break. At 10:30, they need to be back on their computers working on their independent assignment for ELA. At 11 o'clock, they will meet back on our Google Meet and we will have our writing lesson, followed by an hour lunch. 12:30, they need to be back on for their math lesson. 1:10, they will have their math independent lesson. Their independent assignment. And then at 1:50, we will do small groups. This, I'm still waiting for Mrs. Sally's approval. This is subject to change. So now 6th graders, right after our daily attendance and morning check-in, they will stay on with me for their ELA lesson. Then at 9:45, my 6th graders will do their independent assignment for ELA. They will have a break. At 10:30, 6th graders need to be back on my Google Meet class for their writing lesson, which will be followed at 11 o'clock with a writing independent assignment when they are off of our Google Meet. They will have an hour lunch followed by, I'm so sorry, I keep doing that on accident, followed by a math independent assignment at 12:30. They need to be back from lunch, back on their Chromebooks working. 1:10, 6th graders will have a math lesson with me, and then we'll do small groups or iStation depending. This is subject to change, you guys. All right, so Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, everything's the same, guys, except after lunch. 5th graders, instead of a lesson followed by independent, 5th graders will have independent assignment followed by the math lesson. Instead of 6th graders having independent work for math followed by a lesson, they will have a lesson followed by independent work. This is the only thing changing. Small groups change every day. So you parents don't even look at small groups area. You guys don't need to worry about that, okay? If you guys have any questions about this schedule, please feel free to write me a message or we can discuss this on when I contact you via phone. So this is the breakdown that I will follow. All right, let me go over my classroom guidelines and norms. Norms is another word for just the rules of my classroom, okay? Right, so I'm going to go over with you the norms slideshow that I will be showing your children, okay? So our Google Meets is the platform where we video chat for our live lessons. Every day your child needs to log on time at 9 o'clock. Yes, I will be taking attendance daily and I will mark for tardies. I will ask your children to participate in the class discussions. I will ask them not to use the chat messaging feature unless I instruct them to do so. And I will I will ask your children to mute their microphones, and they can physically raise their hand when they would like to speak, and that's when I will have them unmute their microphone to speak. If I don't enforce this, it would be chaos. We wouldn't be able to hear each other if multiple students were speaking at one time. So that's the reason for that. This part is really important, parents. I really need help as much as possible making this enforced. Your children need a quiet location when they are distance learning. I need to be able to hear them, and they need to be able to focus. This could be anywhere in the house as long as it's just a quiet little area for them to work in. Their background needs to be appropriate, as well as their clothing, meaning no inappropriate symbols or images. And parents, I am asking no pajamas, please. Even though students are not physically on campus, this is still school time, and they need to understand that school needs to be taken seriously, and we need to wear the proper attire while we are attending our live lessons, okay? So that's that. And then lastly, minimize distractions during meeting. I do not want to see any students eating or having their pets on screen. That's a distraction to them. It's a distraction to my whole class. If they have water or juice, that's totally fine. Just like we would be in a classroom, they can have their drink. However, if it's becoming excessive or if they're using it as a distraction and being silly, I will ask them not to have any drinks on camera until I can speak to the parent to let them know what's going on. Alrighty. We went over our schedules already. Here is the agenda that I told you about. This, I just put 5th grade, 6th grade. It looks exactly the same. It's just they have their different times to live meet and independent assignments. So I'm just going to give you an example. So it shows the blocks. It reflects similar to the schedule. It's the time with just the blocks of learning. The breaks are not in here. So they go to the day and they'll see, okay, I'm starting my day with a live meeting for writing. This is what we're going to do. ELA, I'm going to have another live meeting. This is what we're doing. Oh, I have an independent assignment during ELA. It's titled All About Me PowerPoint. They're going to find that on their PSL page. This is something that I will go over with them, not so much parents. So yeah, this is just what it looks like, the breakdown. And then Friday, this is not too much subject related aside from some review and a pre-test, but this is just to get us started for the first 2 days. Alrighty. All right, independent learning blocks. They need to show up on time for each learning block. I do not have a lot of time with them. Please find a way if they have to set a timer. Discuss this with your children, please. It's so important. This is not a break time and you are expected to complete or show progress on assignments. Be responsible. The child will receive grades based on their learning. So this is what I'm going to share with them. Required materials for my class. Every child needs to have a pen and pencils, at least one highlighter. I need them to have 2 spiral notebooks and I want them to be college ruled. It gives us more space to write and the lines are smaller, so they're going to be practicing their finer motor skills, preparing for middle school, as this is the type of paper that they'll be using. Parents, please let me know if you can't purchase 2 spiral notebooks. This is something that we'll be using for our notes, our Avid 3-column notes, and we use them daily. So it's really important you let me know if you can't purchase that. Google Drives will be set up with me on their computer, and of course their textbooks and workbooks. Notebooks and writing utensils are used daily. They need to be put away somewhere safe. Please, parents, discuss with your children. They can put it in their backpack, their desk, or under their bed as long as it's not getting lost and it's somewhere safe. Okay, so for homework, you guys, I'm not assigning like daily homework assignments outside of our classwork. So whatever the student doesn't finish for their independent work throughout the day, the homework will be a continuation of that same independent work that they did not complete, okay? Those independent work assignments at the end of the week, they will submit them on PowerSchool, and it will be on Friday by 8 p.m. Okay, because I grade them over the weekend, so I need their homework assignments, aka their independent work assignments from throughout the week, to be submitted by 8 p.m. on Friday. Here's our grading scale. A 4, 3, 2, 1 on a report card. This you can read in depth what it means. You'll have this right here on our on my PSL page. You'll have the grading scale right here outside of the norms slideshow. Sorry. Okay. To just give you a quick overview of what a 4, 3, 2, 1 means, you can just click on it and it actually opens up wider. 4 means that your child thoroughly understands and can apply the standards on their own. A 3 is adequate understanding and ability to apply the standards. Adequate meaning like it's good, but they at times may need help. 2 is partial understanding and ability to apply the standards, meaning they have some understanding but often need teacher support. And a 1 can be minimal to no understanding and ability to apply the standards. They need heavy teacher support. So that is what a 4, 3, 2, 1 reflects on a report card, okay? Lastly, just to wrap this back to school night up, again, this is the very first page on my PSL. Here is the link to meet with me when you schedule appointments. Any pictures that you see on here, you can click to open the larger documents of the two. And my my slideshow will be here always. And the grading scale will always be here as well. Your child's independent tabs will be here on the side. Okay, this is their own landing page where their individual schedule is. Theirs is a little bit simpler. They won't see 6th grade schedule. It'll be more clear for them. See how I put it? So this will be here for them, and I will walk them through all of this on our own orientation tomorrow morning. And then again, 6th grade, here's their drop down, same thing. They have their tabs, and then they have their landing page with their schedules as well. Photos can be clicked on for documents. You could click on them. Okay, so if you ever want to open up their schedules larger, or you could just open it up right here on the slide, okay? And then this is their link that goes directly to their Google Meets. Alrighty, I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. And I will be contacting you guys via phone for further information from you to get the school year started. All right, thank you, bye.